Why are you all looking so damn scared? Act like you're going to a funeral. I'm the one fighting.
But fear is a choice.
So let me in fucking house!
I have no fear whatsoever of anybody or anything.
Woo! Yo, what is up, No Fear fans? I'm back with another one for y'all, another movie review, spoiler review. Oh man, I'm fresh out of the movie theater from seeing Warfare, A24's Warfare. Oh man, I gotta say, A24, they did it again, man, with another fire film. Let's just jump straight into it. Warfare. Man, this movie is crazy intense. If y'all been watching the pod for a minute, y'all know I love intensity when it comes to film, drama and stuff like that. You know, bringing out that rage and a lot of actors and in moments, etc. I just like that about films. I don't know. It brings out, a person's, arsenal and in their ability to act, in my opinion. Okay. Just get straight to the basics of, the description of Warfare. This is a spoiler review, just for a heads up. Warfare, directed by Alex Garland, Ray Mendoza, with Joseph Quinn. This movie is pretty much touching base on a platoon of Navy SEALs embark on a dangerous, mission in Ramadi, Iraq, with the chaos of, between like brotherhood and war. It's pretty much like a retold story, taking place back in 2006. They're pretty much in a tough situation, and trying to balance, this person's hurt over here while talking to dispatch and stuff like that, and it is just a lot of commotion going on, and they're in a really tough situation, and it's just a lot of chaos going on. That's pretty much what this movie is about, taken back in 2006, Ramadi, Iraq. Man, starting off this film, okay, for like the first, I think this movie has a great intro. They're all starting off, the movie starting off with them like, you can tell that they're all close to each other. There's like a music video with the song playing in the background, and they're like in a room, just dancing to it, having a good old brotherhood time, with each other. And that's how it starts off. And, it's a good feeling. You could tell these guys, are really, connected. So you can, quickly appreciate, the connection that these these soldiers have for each other, and, with each other. And, okay, fast forward a little bit. So, they're it's like a good, maybe like 20 something of them, they split up into teams and stuff like that. The build up in this movie is crazy, because this movie, it starts off really quiet, and you're just with this team the whole time. Like someone said on Twitter, what I read before, it's like, imagine you're just a fly on the wall, and you're in a room, and you're just watching everything that is going on with these guys. And it's really, the build up is really good. It's like a quiet / intensity build up. This movie starts off really, it starts off really quiet, and you're just wondering, like, you're just getting to know these guys. Not too many words are being said, and you're just getting to know these guys without them even having to say anything. You can understand these characters without them even having to say much. Will, what's his name? Oh, Will Poulter. Poulter or something like that. He plays a character named Eric, and he's pretty much like he's like running the point pretty much for his group, and I think he does a great job. I think he's a really underrated actor. And then you got DeFora. Is that how you pronounce his name again? DeFaro, my bad. DeFaro Wunatai, playing the character named Ray. Them two, they gotta, they're, you could tell like they're both like kind of running the show a little bit. Ray, he's like, contacted with dispatch and all that stuff, trying to, get information and stuff like that, and getting, letting them know where they're at, their location, et cetera, et cetera. Will, he's on the, he's running point, he's just making sure everything's in place, everything's quiet, and everything is just really intense. The build up, like I said, is really good in this film. For the first, what, like fucking like 15, maybe 20 minutes, it's just quiet, and it's just, and you're just waiting. You're just pretty much waiting. They're just waiting. And I think this movie does a great job with like keeping this film strictly on this incident that happened. You don't see no background stories. You don't see nothing, none of that. This film is keeping it exactly only on this tragedy that happened, with these soldiers, and I like that. Like, I like that sometimes about films. Like, we don't need to know all that, and it does a good job with keeping us. But really, the biggest thing I like about this film is this film focuses a lot on sound. The sound is incredible in this film. One of the soldiers gets injured, and they're on like call with like dispatch and stuff, letting them know their location and stuff like that. Next thing you know, when they arrive, they're trying to escort them out and taking cover and stuff. Boom! A big ass like fucking. It was more than a grenade. Like a fucking IED. Yeah. That's what it's called. Oh shit. Okay. Just fucking lands, and it just fucks. It blows everything up. And that's like the first moment where you hear something loud, and it just comes out of nowhere. There's like no build. Like I like in movies where it's like there's no build up music, so you know when something is about to come. No, the shit just comes out of nowhere, and it's loud. It's really loud, and then it does a great job with the sound of when your eardrum, your eardrums get busted, you can't hear nothing. It does a great job with that. A lot of screaming and yelling. Is very intense. My favorite thing about the sound with this film is, man, the jet sounds. I did not know jets are that damn loud when they get the jet got pretty low. It got real low actually, and it pretty much makes a fucking mini earthquake happen when it first comes, and the sound was crazy loud. I ain't never heard nothing really that loud in a film, and it's been a minute. Actually, maybe ever. Like jets, wow. I didn't know jets were that fucking loud. I don't want to hear that in real life. Golly, for it to be that loud in the film and being that accurate, that was crazy. That was crazy. But this film was. I really got no complaints about this film. 10 out of 10. The ending, you know, everything was great about this film. The picture, the sound, the editing, everything, the cinematography was great. Like I said, yeah, I really got no complaints about this film. It's really great. I recommend this film 100%. It's intense. But yeah, that's whew, this film blew. This film. I knew this film was gonna be good. I don't know. Sometimes you can just tell when a film is gonna be good. So I knew, like, yo, going in, I was like, man, I have to check this film out. But yeah, what you think?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. It'll be quick. This is my raw, unadulterated opinion, first watch.
Mm-hmm.
Without looking at reviews, alright? Like you. So.
I didn't watch reviews.
Okay.
I did not watch reviews.
So, real quick, what I think some of the best war films attempt but often miss is complete immersion, and that's what Warfare provided. Without manipulation, no heroic arcs, no dramatic music cues telling you how to feel, just raw, present, unfiltered humanity in the chaos. And it's really rare for me to find filmmaking like a movie like this where it just drops you into a moment and you can feel like you're just there observing, like you said.
Just drops you and leaves you there.
Yeah, absorbing without spoon-fed emotion, backstory, or bias.
That's a good point.
I think that's the best. To me, I think that's great storytelling because, I mean, I love all types of movies and all, but yeah. I just love that it focuses.
It's refreshing.
Yeah. No backstories, no character arcs, none of that extra stuff. It just showed what happened. It kept the human element without forcing anything. Easily a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Sound was crazy.
Yeah.
But that's it. Yeah.
You made some good points. Yeah, it's very refreshing. This film was very refreshing. It like you said, yeah. Just imagine somebody just taking you, dropping you in a moment, and just leave you there uncut, nothing, just boom. You're just there with these guys and nothing extra. Like I said, no backstories, no nothing. It's just uncut, raw. Everything is just happening how it's happening. No, nothing. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Relevant but irrelevant, if that's okay, to derail for like 1 minute. Question. So since we're talking about dropping in the moment, full immersion without backstory, but okay, so how do you feel about horror when it does that? Like that one horror movie that we watched that was kind of like the Jason character. What was it called?
In a Violent Nature.
In a Violent Nature.
Yeah.
So how do you feel?
John was his name.
I don't know.
I think John was his name, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you feel like it could work for a movie like that?
Well, the thing is, In a Violent Nature we thought it was a good film. Like I said.
No, you made a comment in the video. I forgot which video it was, but you made a comment. You and Glenn both said that you wish that there's more background that could have went into the character of
We did. I did say
and
that.
you want them to expand on it. So I was just
Okay,
curious.
okay. Let me clarify a little bit. Yeah. My bad.
Or horror.
Yeah. Let me clarify that a little bit. So in the violent nature, real quick. Sorry, people, off topic a little bit, but this is good. Now I did say that. Now, how I really feel now, the film was great. I like that they didn't do that. What I want is another one. We were left with the unfinished story.
How can they make that work? Do you want them to keep it as a fly on the wall, third perspective, like they did in the first one? Or do you want them to change it up in perspective and character arc?
Well, they did it. Well, they did it with the first one. I feel like I don't know how long they can go with this film with this if they make it a franchise, but I think they can go pretty far. I say a good 2 to 3, depending on what the fans and everybody else is thinking. In a violent nature, if they make another one, we got to get we got to get a little bit more. We got to get a little bit more. Because it's like, okay.
It's actually officially in development, sadly, but okay.
Sadly? What you mean sadly?
I'm excited, but I feel like it was great for standalone,
No, we were left with the unfinished story. You can, but you can't. You can't leave people with the unfinished story. Yo, we gotta know. The man, for one, he's not dead. And it's like, okay, so this story has to continue. And when he does die, he can come back. So it's like, bro, what's up? We got to get another one. But no, to answer your question, In a Violent Nature was good. That first film was good for how it was. No backstory, no nothing. Just uncut, sticking with him. We're with him the whole time. It's like you're dropping us in the forest, and we're just with this guy the whole time. We're behind him. And we're just following him. We're seeing how this man moves, how he picks his targets, how he gets to his targets. You don't really see that in horror films. Yeah. A person's running, trip and fall, look back, he's not there, get up, trip and fall again, stop, boom, he's right there. How did he get right there? Within a violent nature, we're with him. That is refreshing, and that's good, and it's good to be different in films like that. That's what I like about this warfare movie as well. And it's good. It's great. My bad. It's great. It's not good. It's great. And that's what we need. And it's important. And this is very refreshing. And that's what makes this film, damn near perfect for me. No complaints. 10 out of 10 film. Warfare is a 10 out of 10 film to me. But, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna add on to the In a Violent Nature thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
To close it.
Go ahead.
Everything you just said about it is what they're gonna do in regards to storytelling. They're just gonna keep it third perspective, focus on the background of how things operate, and if there's gonna be any character arc or lore or mythology behind his character, it's just gonna be like radio static in the background, and it's obviously not going to be in the forefront. So that's where my misinterpretation was, so I take that back. That's not a good relation at all to the storytelling of this movie.
Yeah.
That movie. But at least we got an update,
I knew they were going to make another one, because it's like, yo, come on.
Official update.
How it ended, yo, come on. Nah, they got to make another one. So, but, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, No Fear fans, if you haven't already, please hit that like, comment, subscribe, share. I will really appreciate it. Warfare, ladies and gentlemen, if I haven't said it already, 10 out of 10 film. It's a great film to go watch. Very intense. Don't wear a windbreaker like I did. I was an idiot, and I kept moving a little bit, and you could hear it because this movie starts off quiet, and I wore a windbreaker dummy, and you could just hear it. And I was like, oh, I was getting annoyed, about ready to take it off, type shit. But yeah, the damn, I keep
Could be an Oscar contender for anything.
100%, 100%. I see Warfare winning Best Sound. I see maybe some supporting. I see some nominations. I don't know about winning. I see Best Sound 100%. So far. We're still in the beginning of the year. Can't say it demands a win. But I see this so far winning Best Sound. I see some nominations for Best Supporting Actors. Maybe Best Original Screenplay. Maybe.
Mickey 17 got that, in my opinion. Ooh, wait, no. They got a category for based off of a book or something, right?
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, definitely some nominations. Though I see it winning Best Sound 100% so far. The sound was incredible in this film. The sound was incredible. Yeah, it was. The sound was, man. That was some them. I'm still stunned by them jet sounds. That shit was crazy. That was crazy, yo.
Yeah, I think everyone who is considering watching it should watch it in theaters before it comes to streaming, so that the resolution doesn't get distorted by the TV and by the streaming service, and so you can be fully immersed into the sound, because it loses that, when you get to different streaming services and whatnot.
Yeah. Woo. Man. But yeah, I'm glad we checked this one out. This was good. Yeah, this like I said last time, I'm gonna say a 10 out of 10 film. I rate this movie 10 out of 10. No complaints. But yep, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode, this review. I will be back next week for a review for Sinners. Sinners come out next week, and I will be doing a review on that. So please hit that notification button. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit that notification button. I would really appreciate it. Thank y'all so much, No Fear fans. Y'all have a blessed one. See y'all next time. Love y'all. Stay fearless.